Hi everyone, everything spice here. This is like what, my 140, oh my 100th, 148th video, right? 96 subscribers in a year, almost a year. I started in August, it's the end of July. And we started in this camper and we're camping today. So I just wanted to say thank you. Thank you for all your subscribes. Thank you for all your likes and your shares. I so appreciate you. I so appreciate you. And it means the world to me that you would tune in every single week to see my videos, my crazy videos about different cooking and things that I'm interested in. It's a baby, it's my project, it's my baby. And it really means a lot to me that you come every week very devoted, and I so appreciate that. And for all of you that are new, my name is Tanya, and this is my channel, Everything Spice, and this is my camper that we're doing some camping this weekend. I'm not sure if I'm going to do a show because it's probably going to be like hamburgers and hot dogs, and you already know all about that. So I might do a show next week. I'm probably going to do a show next week. I'm going to think about something interesting to make. But this week, because it's almost my flagship anniversary of the show, I just wanted to come on and say, mwah, thank you so much for everything you do to make Everything Spice what it is. And I wish you a blessed weekend. I hope it's beautiful like it is here, wherever you may be. So I'll be seeing you on the other side next week. And until then, be safe, everyone. God bless. Hi, everyone. Welcome to Everything Spice. My name is Tanya. Well, I wasn't going to do a show today because I was doing camping, but I decided to throw a quick meal together. So I wanted to share it with you. Now, I've done chorizo and peppers before for the show, but I did it in the Portuguese style. Now, I'm doing it today in my mother's style, which is a bit different. So I'm slicing up the chorizo and come to the pan. See how they're sliced, right? This is sliced and I'm frying them slightly. Now, I have onions and peppers. It's not going to be a really involved meal, pretty fast. So I kind of like the idea of it because after camping for a weekend, I want something easy. So what I'm going to do is just slice this up and I'm slightly frying them. And as I go along, I'm just throwing them in, slightly sauteing them, frying them, whatever you call it. It's not deep frying. There is oil in the pan, but I'm slightly cutting them at an angle so they look like this. And then I'm putting just a bit of a crisp on it. Now, it is a slight variation to my mother's because she didn't do it this way. How she did it was she would just throw it all in. But I kind of like the idea of having that little extra texture. So I'm going to throw all of that in. But then I'm going to do this too. So I cut the onions in half. I'm going to show you how to cut these onions up and a pepper. And then when we come back, we'll have the finished product. This is like super fast and simple. But it's another variation. Let me show you. So you got your onion here, right? And then you just dice across. And that's how Ma did it. There was really no fuss and muss to it. She just dived me across. Okay, just like that. She chunked it up. And that's all she did with that. Now I've also cut up peppers. So the peppers, chorizo, right? Cut it across. 2 or 3 or 4 passes, not much to it. Right? You see the onion, the lines in the onion? We're going to go like that. So cut them up, 2 or 3 depending on how big they are. Now with the pepper, I'll show you what I did. Cut it across, and you can use any colored peppers. If you have ones that are on sale, use those. Cut it across, and then I just go around it. So I go around the core. You don't have to do that, but that's how I do it. You can do it a different way. Just get your fingers out of the way, but I've been doing this for years this way, and that's how I do it. Keeps the flesh, most of the flesh of the pepper. That's what I like about it. And then all my mom did was chunk it up. Didn't do anything fussy with it. It was a very fast meal, and it was really good. There is a difference between the Portuguese style and the way my mother made it. Now, with that said, Ma's not Portuguese. She wasn't. She was French, so she didn't do it the Portuguese way with the wine and the tomato sauce. She didn't put tomato sauce in it. So I just cut it up. No fuss. Fast meal in the pan. And that's how Mom did it. Cut across. And she'd do it just, you know, maybe not as thick as I would. But who cares? They're going to go in for a while. Covered anyways. And that's how she would do it. Now, always have like kind of like a garbage bowl set up so that's easier. It's called the mise en place, right? Where everything's in its place so that you can quickly get through the meal as fast as possible. Especially when you're hungry, man. You don't want to wait. This could be a perfect like weeknight meal where you're in a hurry. You just cut it up, chop it in, cover it, done. Another meal in the books for the family. And my family loves this. So this is a real crowd pleaser. This is the one they like better than the one that I showed you on the show with the tomatoes. And it's really, really simple. And you can get a bigger pan or smaller depending on how many people you have in your family. I got this big family pack of chorizo. So yeah, I did it a little differently than most people. Usually I get a deeper pan than this. I leave the skins on too, just so you know. Now if you don't have chorizo in your area, you can use chorizo. You can certainly use kielbasa with this as well. Any kind of smoked sausage you can use. Because there are such things as they just say smoked sausage. Because this is basically smoked sausage Portuguese style. This is the Portuguese, what is it, linguica? It's not even a chorizo, it's linguica. So it's linguica and peppers. That's what I'm going to call it. And this is Mom's version. I'm sure there's as many versions of this as there are people who make this. But I'm going to show you my mother's. This was her favorite. And ode to Mama. We love you, Mom, and we miss you, Mom. And you know what's funny about food is that it's just not funny, haha, but funny in the sense of it's a memory, right? Food is a memory. And it brings back that person who's no longer with me. My mother's no longer with me. But when I cook in the kitchen, I feel like she's still with me because she used to be my sous chef. Or at first it was her making these meals and I would be watching her. Then she would be watching me and I would be making it because she would be teaching me it. And now I'm making it on my own and she's in spirit with me right now. All right, so we got this here, we got that there. Now, of course, put it back on the stove, right? And you don't have to saute it as much as I do it before it, because my mother would just drop, you know, chop and drop. You want some hand? All right. So the next step to this is pretty simple. It is just the ingredients, the spices that go in. So I don't put salt in this because smoked sausage is very salty in its own smoking, right? The technique that it takes to make it. Here we go. This, I put garlic powder because I love garlic powder. And sometimes your spices get stuck like this because of heat, right? Beat them down, baby. Bend to my will, you plastic thing, you. And then just put it in. Shake, 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 shake your booty, shake your booty. Now, you can use as much or a little as you want, right? This is a method, baby. All right, my pepper mill, because I just like showing off my pepper mill. Isn't it fabulous? It's so fancy, it's so wonderful, whatever. Pepper. Delicioso pepper. Then, the secret ingredient, the hot chopped pepper. Makes it spicy, baby. And conversation, I use this for my... I think I use it for a couple of things. One of them being this chorizo and peppers, or linguica and peppers, and the other one I use it for clam boil. I don't use it too much, but it gives it a spice. Now, if you don't like spice, what do I say, baby? Don't use it. And then you just stir the pot. Oh my goodness, that's so complicated. Are you writing this down? Are you writing this down? You better be. All right, stir the pot. Right, and all the juices are gonna flow. And then you just have to get the most complicated part of this is getting the cover on it. Oh! Do I need a man for this? Yeah. Okay, cover it. And that's as hard as this gets. Now you can serve it on hot rolls, you can serve it over rice, whatever you want to. But this is as simple as it is, right? Sometimes we want simple, baby. And sometimes we want a little complicated. This is so easy. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Join me on the other side for the reveal. Linguica.
Peppers and onions, mama style. All right, the finale, the finale. Look what we got in the pot. Linguica, baby. It's linguica, chorizo, whatever you want to call it. Chorizo, it's actually linguica. So it's linguica, peppers, and onions. And don't it look delicious? Now, let me make you your plate right here. I know it's a little overfilled. It is what it is. There you go. And then I just went out. I just went and made a simple pasta salad. Bow ties, tomatoes, right? Italian dressing, and some cheese. You could put cucumbers if you wanted. It's a simple summer salad that I'm going to put on the side for you, my friends, because you're just so wonderful and I so appreciate you. And I thank you so much for joining me today on Everything Spice. So here is your portion. And if you enjoyed this episode as much as I enjoyed making it, please like and subscribe. And join me next time for Everything Spice. Have a wonderful week, everybody. Be safe.